Final update. Seats are reserved for real family, my sister said, handing me a takeout box. I ate alone in the hallway while they toasted my nephew's promotion. Then the $2,900 bill came, and the waiter walked straight to me. I smiled and said, "I don't pay for strangers." The letter was from Lisa, scribbled in rushed cursive as if she'd written it through clenched teeth. It started like an apology, but halfway through, the tone shifted. I was just trying to make the night about Michael, she wrote. It wasn't personal, but your little stunt has put me in a terrible position. The bank is hounding me, the mortgage is defaulting, and now Mom and Dad are mad at me. You need to fix this, please. Then the kicker, Uncle Dean said we might have grounds to fight it. He's got a lawyer friend who looked over the paperwork and thinks there's a loophole if we challenge the ownership transfer. I stopped reading. I picked up the legal document. Sure enough, it was a notice of intent. She was trying to dispute the mortgage agreement, to claim she'd been misled. She'd brought in a lawyer. She was going to fight me. After everything I'd done, after the bills, the co-signing, the years of silent sacrifices, she was trying to take the house back. That's when I realized something. They never wanted me to be family, not really. They just wanted access. And now they were about to learn what it meant to lose it. I didn't react immediately. I didn't call Lisa. I didn't storm over or write some scathing text that she could screenshot and twist into proof of victimhood. I just sat there at my kitchen table, the letter and the legal notice spread out in front of me, steam rising from the coffee I'd forgotten I poured. She really did it. After everything, this was her move. It wasn't enough to humiliate me, take my money, and hand me a takeout box while they toasted the real success story. Now, when I finally said no, they thought they could force me back into their world through legal pressure. I stared at the envelope for a long time, and something inside me settled, not anger, not hurt, something colder, quieter, like a final door clicking shut. So I made a decision. I picked up my phone and called my lawyer, Renee. We'd worked together for a few years, and she was one of the few people in my life who never sugarcoated anything. "Jordan," she said, picking up on the second ring. "You okay?" "Yeah," I said, "but I need you to make something crystal clear in the records." "Shoot." "I want the full foreclosure process to begin on Lisa's house," I said, voice flat. "And I want it airtight, no delays, no extensions. She's already behind, and now she's trying to dispute the ownership. Let's get this moving before she pulls something else." There was a pause, then a sharp exhale. "She really went there?" "Uh-huh. She went there," I said, standing up to pace the room. "And Renee? I want to make sure when the papers land, they land hard. No loopholes, no wiggle room. And Renee?" "Yeah? I want her served at the birthday party." Renee didn't ask any questions. She just said, "You got it," and hung up. That Sunday afternoon, while everyone gathered at my parents' house, drinking cheap wine and pretending everything was fine, a silver Lexus pulled up to the curb. A man in a charcoal gray suit stepped out. He checked his watch, pulled a thick envelope from his briefcase, and walked up the front steps. Lisa answered the door, from the security footage I got later from a neighbor who owed me a favor. She was smiling when she opened it until he said her name and handed over the documents. She took them slowly, flipping through the first few pages. You can actually see the moment her mouth opens slightly and her eyes start darting across the legal jargon. Then she drops the envelope. She tries to hand it back, but he just nods, steps down the stairs, and walks back to his car. Game over. That night